firelawn.com. Okay, I'll just show it to you once again. Open a new tab and just search FIRELAWN. It is firelawn.com. Search for that. So basically, this is one e-commerce application. Okay, this is one e-commerce application, and let me just share the URL in the chat box so that you guys can access that. So do not explore anything. Do not do anything. I'll give you time. I'll give you time for everything. So don't do anything now. Okay, just concentrate what I am doing. So we have one application called as FireLawn. So basically, this is one e-commerce application. It is just similar to Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, like that. Okay. So what this application is all about? You can purchase few products online. Okay. First and foremost, let us first explore the application. Okay, I'll just give you some high level KT about this. No, any given day, if you when you join a new project, the first step what it will be there, but with the first role of yours will be you'll have to receive the KT from your senior. Correct? He will give you the KT. You know KT, right? Knowledge transfer. I'm making you understand what this application is all about. Simply, can you do the testing? No, right? So here. This is one e-commerce application wherein you have all the common features, like you can add a product to the wish list, you can add a product to the cart. Once you add a product to the cart, you can purchase that like this. So if I say add to cart, what does it tell? It will tell you have to first log in. So before you log in, first you have to create your account. Correct? You have to first create your account. So click on login. Once you click on login, if you have an account, you can directly give your email address and password. Else, you can just create one account. Okay. So how to create an account? I'll just go here, click on create account. Now here, it'll ask for first name, last name, phone number, email address, password, confirm password. Lot of information it is asking. Correct? All you'll have to do is just give your first name, last name, select your gender, give your phone number, email address, password, and confirm password. So once you fill all this information, you have to select this checkbox called I agree to the terms and conditions, and you'll have to click on register. Once you click on register, your account will be registered successfully. Okay. After that, after registering your account, then what you'll have to do, you can directly log in. Okay. So give your email address, your password. Since I've already created an account, I'm just using my same credentials and click on login. So you will be navigated to this main home page. Is that clear what you'll have to do? The first step what you'll have to do is, I've just shared one email address, correct? So, sorry, not the email address. I've just shared you one link. I want each one of you to create one FireLawn account. Can you all try it out? Can you all create the account now? Yes. Yes. Please create an account. Hope you have already created your accounts. Okay, let me just directly log in. Now after you log in, now let us explore this application. Okay, so first and foremost should be exploratory testing, correct? So let us first explore what and all features you have. You have the category called men, women, kids, electronics, beauty products, a lot of components you are having. In this, these are some of the default products what you see on the home page itself. You have Apple phone, you have Samsung, Apple, 14 Pro, you have Levi's, lot of products you are having. Suppose let's say I want to add this product. Samsung to my cart. What you do is just click on add to cart. I hope you have done this in your manual testing. So when you click on add to cart, that product should be added to the cart. Then take part integration testing. Testing the data flow, correct? Once it is inside the card, or if you are able to see that, it means it is added to the card successfully. And once in the card, if you want, you can also increase the quantity. What happened? Let me go back. So here if you want, you can just increase the quantity to 2. Now automatically the price will also change. So this also we write a scenario when the quantity is increased, our respective cost also should increase automatically. Like that we write some scenarios. I'm talking about the UI. Now I'm talking only about manual testing. I'm not still dealing with API. Okay. Next, if you have to remove from cart, click on remove from cart, click on yes, that product will be removed. Okay, let me go back to my home page. Suppose I want to add a product to my wish list. Suppose this is my most favorite soap, Santur. Okay, just click on this heart icon, that will be moved to your wish list. See, heart indicates it is in the wish list. So if you go here, you get this option called as wish list. If you go to wish list, see that product is added to the wish list successfully. Now from wish list also you can add that product to the cart. See, if you click on cart, the number got increased here. Now suppose you want to remove from wish list, you can just remove from the wish list also. Okay, so as of now your wish list is empty. Next, let us also go and explore our profile. If I go to my profile, so this is my profile. Okay, if you want to edit, you can also edit your profile. The name I've given, you have given your date of birth, phone number, country, all this stuff you have given, right? If you want, you can also edit this. Next, if you want, you can also upload your image. Upload your image here. Next, if you want, you can. Then you have to add an address. Correct. If you want to purchase a product, you have to first add an address. Correct. Once you add an address, to that added address only that product will be delivered. Correct. You will add an address. All your added address will be displayed here. Let us add an address. Now I'll give the address. What is the type of the address? Whether it is home or office or others. Let me give it as home. So what is the name? I'll just give the name as something like, I'll just give the name of my building. I'll just give it as RP Mansion. Okay. House door number. I'll just give it as some 100 bar A. I'll just give this house information, ground floor, something like this. Next, the street information, something like 15th main road, 15th main, 65th cross, 65th cross, a landmark. I'll just give my landmark near what? I'll just give it near Apollo Medicals. Near Apollo Medicals, like that. I'll just give the landmark. And what is the country? I am from India. The state I am from Karnataka. The city I am from Bangalore. I'm from Bangalore. And next, the pin code, my house pin code, I'll just give it as like some pin code. I will give the 6-digit pin code, and the phone number also. I'll give some phone number, some 10-digit phone number. I click on add address. I click on add address. That address was added successfully. Okay. Now, if I come back, see, still I'm just exploring. I'm not doing anything. We are just doing the exploration part. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'll just add one product to the cart. Let me just add this HP. I'll add this product to the cart. Now I'm having 2 products in my cart. Now let me just go and purchase this. Okay, let me purchase this, and I'll just go and click on buy now. When I click on buy now, it will ask for the address. I want to select one address. Now let me select that address, and I click on proceed. When I click on proceed, it says please select the address. Please select address to be delivered. Address not delivered at this pin code. That means for this respective pin code, my product is not deliverable. It is not deliverable. So which pin code can I give? So in this, if you come to last, we have something called as help center. Okay, I told you, right, this is one project which is under development still. Okay, it is not completely developed. So in this help center, you get lot of you have something called as deliverable pin, in which you are having Thane, Pune, Aurangabad, Chandrapur, like this, lot of these things you are having pin codes. So please give this pin code only. Okay, copy this pin code, come back. Now I'll go here and I'll change my address. Okay, I'll update my address to this pin code. Yeah, here. I'll just go and give the this pin code. Okay, now let me update this. Okay, I've updated this. Now what I'll do, I'll go and purchase that. I'll go here, I'll click on buy now. And which address here? You can have multiple address also. Okay, sometimes we book that product to our friend also. So select that address, click on proceed. When you click on proceed, whether you want it as net banking or cash on delivery, I'll just go for cash on delivery and click on proceed. So when you click on proceed, what happens? That order will be placed. See, order was confirmed. Thank you for your order. We just placed an order. Okay, this is one end-to-end flow. I can consider this to be a one end-to-end flow. That is logging in. Okay, logging in, adding a product to the cart. Next, after adding a product to the cart, going inside the cart, buying that, and selecting one address, proceed, and select the payment method and click on proceed. So when I click on proceed, order confirmed. You'll get that message, right? So order was successfully placed. Order confirmed. So this is one end-to-end flow. Did you all get this? Huh? Voice not visible. Please, did you all understand what we are doing here? Is it simple? It's easy, right? Do you want to explore this? You want to explore this application? Just go through that application for 2-3 minutes. See what that application is all about. How all the modules are connected. Just explore for some time. Yes, it is like Flipkart itself. Can we continue? Come back. Yes. Yes. So now, listen. I'll show you one flow. Please stick on to this flow. What is the flow? Everybody have created the accounts, right? Everyone have created the accounts. Yes. Now. Please concentrate how this application works. I'll tell you. Listen. First, I will log out. What is the first step I will do here? I'll write workflow Firelog. Or instead of workflow, test flow. How we will be testing this? I'll tell you. What is the first step? First step, let us log in. We will log in. I'm checking whether this login is happening properly or not. Okay, I'll click on login. I'll enter my username and password. I will click on login button. So did we log in? Yes, user was successfully logged in. Result is pass. Next, I should be able to view all the products. View all products. So am I able to view all the products here? All the default products, can I view it here? Yes, I am able to see all the products here. Yes, that means that is also working properly. Okay, please do not get distracted. Very important. Listen. My voice is clear, right? Everything is clear. Any disturbance? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Next. After this, after once you get all the products, next what I will do, I will add a product to my wish list. Okay, I'll add one product to wish list. Uh, let us check whether this wish list is working properly or not. So when I come here, when I click on this heart symbol, so when I click on this favorite icon, so the product should be added to the wish list. When I select this, say if I select multiple products, that these products should be added to the wish list. Whether it is added or not, let us go and check. If I go to wish list, can you see all the 3 products? Yes, it is being successfully added. Suppose I want to remove that, click on remove from wish list. Okay, remove, okay, remove, okay. That means wish list is also working beautifully fine. Correct? Next. Let us now check add to cart feature. After wish list, let us check cart feature. Now in this, suppose if I click on add to cart, I want to check whether his product is added to the cart or not. If I go to add to cart, yes, that product is visible. Next, I'll add another product. I'll go here and I will just go and add another product. Now this HP, this product, is it also added? Yes, that product is also added to the cart. Now in the cart, suppose I want to increase the quantity. I'll come click on plus icon here. I'm able to make some changes inside the cart also. I'm able to increase the quantity. Yes, is also working properly. Suppose I want to delete from the cart, click on remove from cart, click on yes. Yes, that was successfully removed. Delete from cart, yes, it was removed. Cart is also working properly. Next. Now let me directly place an order. But before placing an order, you have to add an address, correct? Let us work on address. Then let us directly place an order. Now how do you add an address? You go to your profile. You go to profile and you go to addresses. Now if you want to add an address, you go here, click on add address. You fill all this information. When you click on add address, that address will be added. Correct? Now suppose I want to modify this address. What you do? Click on this edit option. Now here instead of RP mansion, I'll just give it as some RP complex. Something like this. Come click on update address. See, was it updated? Yes, it was successfully updated. Now suppose I want to delete this. I want to remove this address. Go click on delete operation. Click on S. The address was deleted successfully. Now after doing this, what I'll do? Next, directly add a product to the cart. So add one product to the cart. Next, suppose I want to buy now. When I click on buy now, there is no address as of now. I will just add a new address. Okay, I'll fill all this information. Once I fill the information, I'll select that address and I'll click on proceed. That order will be placed. Correct? Are you clear with the flow? Are you all clear with the flow? First we'll log in. We'll check all the products. Then we'll add a product to wish list. Then we'll add it to the cart. Then we'll add an address. Then we'll place an order. Are you all clear with the flow? Yes. Now everybody knows how to do this manually using the user interface with the help of the UI. UI means what? Whatever is visible to the screen. Whatever is visible to the user, that is what you call it as the UI, correct? Now with the help of user interface, everybody can perform this action. But what is that we are learning? We are learning API testing, correct? When do we do API testing? API testing is done in the absence of UI. Correct. Remember that main concept. What is the main concept you should know? API testing. Is that, yeah. See here. One thing what you will be having is, you'll have the user interface, correct? That is nothing but what you call it as presentation layer. Remember the 3 layers: presentation, business and database layer. So first you will have the GUI. that is presentation layer. In this GUI, what will you have? You'll have all the components, like you'll have text field, text area, radio button, checkbox, button, link, hyperlink, all this information you'll have in the UI. But where are we doing the testing? We are all API testers, right? So API testers, we are doing the testing in what layer? We are doing in business layer. We are doing in the business layer. And what do we have in the business layer? We are having the source code. Having the source code. In the business layer, can you see the application? If the is the source code visible to us? Can you see the code written by the developer? No, it is completely backend. It is hidden. Correct? Now, I told you API testing is done in the absence of UI. Now, without having this user interface also, without having the UI, can we do the testing? Without having the UI, can we do the testing? Can we test the entire application? Yes, you can test the application. How? How can you test the application? With the help of APIs. That is what we have learned so far. Correct? In GitHub also we did the same thing. GitHub also we performed all the repo operations with the help of APIs. Correct? Similarly, here also adding a product to the cart, add to wish list, add the address, place an order. Every operation you can do only with the help of APIs also. Only with the help of API. Now, shall we do it now? Shall we start testing this? Yes? Yeah. Now, please concentrate. How to do this, I'll show you. Before you do API testing, what do we need? What do we need before we do the API testing? Remember, in the offline class, I told you the prerequisites for API testing. You should have API document. You should have knowledge on client server. You should have knowledge on XML, JSON. Remember all those stuff. But one very important thing I told you, you should have API document. Exactly. You should have an API document. So where do I get the API document for this application? See here, observe my screen. In this FireLawn application, in this FireLawn, go to the bottom of the page. Go to the end of the page. Can you see this option called as Swagger documentation? Can you see this? Please confirm me. Can you see this Swagger documentation here? Huh? Just click on that. When you click on that, you can see some pop-up. It says username is admin, password is admin. Just click on OK. It is asking for username. Give the username as admin. OK. Next it will tell password. Password is also admin. Click on OK. Now here it says please click here to view more. You have one link here. When you click on this link, that will give you the Swagger document. It will give you the Swagger document for this FireLawn application. See here, we have seen this Swagger document for Pet Store. Remember, for Pet Store we were using this Swagger document. Similarly, here you have the Swagger document for FireLawn. Okay, so it is loading. So it is taking some time here. See here, same thing. You have the base URL here, and you have for profile what is the method you have to use, what is the endpoint for product, you for adding address. See, for adding address, in address you have so many methods. You have one post. Post means what? Add a new address. Get all the addresses. Whatever address you have added, you want to get all those address. Next, get a particular address. So whatever address you have added, I want to get one particular address. Then update an address, delete an address. So all these operations, wish list, add a product, get a product, delete a product from wish list, add a product to the cart, get a product. See, each and everything, every operation you have an individual API. Got it? Shall we start exploring this? Shall we start executing this? Yes. Now, before I directly start with this, before I directly start executing, first, always it is suggested to write the test cases. Correct? As a test engineer, we all have to write a test case. First you'll have to write a test case, and then you'll start with the complete, you do the testing. So testing happens easier whenever you have a test case, correct? So for that, what I have done, I have already written the test cases and kept it ready for you. Okay, see, for fire lawn, I have already written the test cases. See, what environment, what is the resource, what token you'll have to use, every single thing. The test case is already ready. I will share this test case with you. Is that fine? I'll share the test case. Now what we'll do, we'll directly start executing those test cases. Shall we? Shall we start? See what happens in a real-time project also. I'll tell you, in a real-time project, what happens once you get into the company or once you get into a project, the first step what it is, they'll have to give you the KT, correct? After giving the KT, you'll have to explore. You'll have to explore the application, correct? Now, how are you exploring that? The exploration also has multiple ways. One thing, they'll give you the product, you'll start exploring. You click on this, you click on that, you will explore, you'll try to understand how this is. But what happens is they will give you the previously written test cases. How you will explore is by executing the test cases. Right? So by having the test case execution, that means here also your seniors or the people who have joined before you, they would have already written the test cases, correct? They will directly give you those test cases. Now what we'll do, me as a fresher, I've joined new to that company. What I will do, I'll just start executing those test cases. When I start executing those test cases, execute, I will understand by how the application is working. Or when I execute this test case, oh, this is the output I will get. Oh, this is how it works. Like that, I will understand. Got it? So similarly, assume that there is already the test case. I'll give you this test case. Okay, I'll share this test case with you. Do not worry. Is that clear? Now, shall we go with the flow? The first flow is what? Login. Now, I want to log in. Now, please assume that this application is not having the user interface at all. Assume there is no UI. The UI is not at all there, but still I want to log into the application. How will I log in? Very simple. I'll directly go with the this thing, Firelawn itself. Okay. What is this? Let me just close all the unwanted tabs in it. All these unwanted things I will just close. I don't need Postman. I don't need. Okay. Don't need this. I don't need the notepad also. Okay. Now, where is our Fireflink? Oh, Fireflink got closed. Okay, no worries. Oh, here it is. So now, what I'll do, I'll go to our Fireflink. Now here, what I'll do, purely I'll create a new project. Okay, this is completely different. Let us not merge it with our QSpot, this thing, our old project. I just go and create a new project. So name of the project, I'll just give it as like Firelawn. Okay. I am testing this Firelawn project. And what type of project we are dealing with? So assume we are dealing with web service. We are dealing with web services, right? So create as web service project. Once you create that project, that will directly take you into test development. Right? That will directly take you inside the test development. See here? Now, as usual, you already know you have to add a module here. Click on add module. Now here I'll just give the name as, what shall we give the module name as? Just give the module name as login module. Okay? I'll give the name as login module. Now inside this login module, I'll have to add an automation script. I'll just give it as shopper login. So we are all shoppers, right? We are all shoppers. We are the ones who is shopping this. I'll just give the script name as shopper login. And what type of script is it? It is a web service type. Select web service. Just come and click on create. Come and click on create. Now it will take you inside that script. Go and select this web service. Go and select the web service tab. Now here, now let us go to our test case. What does it say? What is the name of the resource? The name of the module. See here I've written the module name also. So the module name is login. And what is the name of the test? Instead of test name, I'll just give it as a request name. So what name of the request is? Login. So here also I'll give the name as login. And what is the method for login? So here what does the description say? The scenario description says, verify the shopper is able to log into the account. Okay, I am trying to log in. What is the method? The method is post. Come and select this post method. Next I need the URL. So if you come back here, you have the URL or the resource. Copy the URL, come back and paste the URL. Next I also have to provide the endpoint. So what is the endpoint? So here we have the endpoint, that is users login. Copy the endpoint, come back and attach the endpoint. See, this is a complete URL. You guys are able to follow this, right? Guys, are you with me? You're not sleeping, right? Okay. So now, if I hit the send button, it will obviously throw me an error. It will not understand. So if I hit the send button, it will obviously throw me some error saying that what error it will throw. It says something. Okay. So what I have to do? I have to tell what is my username, what is my password, everything, right? And also, for post method, you have to provide the body. Providing body is must, correct? So here, what is the content type? It is JSON. So this will be the information what I'll be passing. See here, what is the email address you are trying to log in with? What is the password you are trying to log in with? What is the role? Are you logging as a shopper or as a merchant or as an admin? We are all shoppers. I am logging in as a shopper. I'll give the role as shopper. Now when I hit the send button, one request will be sent and it will give me back the response. It will tell bad request, given user ID or password is wrong. Let me check. Oh, my password is wrong. So this is not my password. My password is reset@123. Now let me hit the send button now. Please concentrate what happens now. When I hit the send button, I will get the status as 200 okay. And when you select this JSON object, and you will get all the information of that shopper. See here, I got the status code as 200 okay, and my user ID. This is very important. This is the user ID. For every user, there will be one unique ID created. So that is 209. This is my email address, and this is my role. The status is active, and my first name, my last name, my city, every single thing you can see it here. Every single thing you can see here. And okay, let us stop it here. Now this is how we log in. In the UI, how do you log in? You go click on login button, you click on login button and you give username and password, you click on login. But here, how are you logging in? This is how we log in. Clear? As of now, we are not talking about the token yet. We'll come to the token part later. Okay? Once after login, token comes into picture. But is that clear how to log into the application using API? Can you all log in? Say, what is the use of Swagger document is, in this Swagger document itself, you are getting all the information. Like what is the URL? See, for here, you're telling for register as a shopper, what is the endpoint you have to use? For login, what is the endpoint you have to use? Now, using this Swagger document, I am getting all these document, all the data, and I have prepared the test case. Okay, I have already written the test case. So all this information, what is the endpoint, what is the method, what is the body, post or get, all these details are given in the Swagger document. That is why Swagger document is required. Got it? Yes. Can you all please try to log in using API? Or should I show you once again? It's easy, right? No, this is not dummy API, Ravi Shankar.